Alrighty, we are live here on Chuck Chats. It's a Sunday chat, so we're just gonna do whatever I feel like talking about a little bit of everything. Anything that'll go concerning YouTube, anything, life in general, whatever we can come up with, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. And hopefully we get people who likes to come on in and join on our little chat here, basically. So we don't know how long we'll be on. I probably won't be on very long. It is about 9:43 p.m. Central Standard Time as I'm filming this as the live show. But as you watch the edited version, that's what the time is anyway. So it'd be like local time, basically what that turns out to be. I just edited a video. Something very interesting happened on the main channel. First time it happened, I am considering it. Maybe we got a copyright claim on a video with some music concerning a certain holiday train. The Canadian Pacific holiday train. So, but it is not a copyright strike. It's a copyright claim, but it's not a copyright strike. Now, what it is that's a monetized channel. So, what it is it's not a strike against the channel. It's just that the label is willing to share revenues with the creator of the video. Basically, so you just have to. YouTube will help you if it's done right. It'll help you in some ways and that. And since the video is not available for viewing, public viewing, I still have a chance to go in and edit out the copyright portion of the video. Then it'll be 100% revenues to me, basically after YouTube takes its cut. Otherwise, let's say for example. Let's say if that video, let's say, makes $150, not $150, but let's say for a small channel like the Angie and Chuck show, it only makes like $1.50. 75 cents goes to the label, 75 cents goes to me. It's a revenue sharing, basically. So it's not a copyright strike. It's just a copyright claim, but it's not a strike. It's one of those labels that's willing to share. But they can change their mind at any time they want. So I gotta be aware of that. Once they change their mind, then it becomes a community strike. Then all I have to do is just to remove the strike is basically remove the questionable portion of that video, which is basically a dead spot. I should have just edited it out just on a hunch, but I didn't think all holiday music was copyrighted. This one was copyrighted. So it happens. And it's, like I said, it's on private until it releases on next Saturday night, this coming Saturday night, and we'll see how how the label reacts to the low view counts and that. They can still put a strike on it if they want to before it goes live, and it's just a simple edit it out. Basically, just go in with the YouTube editor and edit it out. There's no problem. I have no problem sharing the revenues anyway because. We made enough money on the donation end before the video went live anyway. So we had enough in our PayPal links on the main channel. The reason you don't see PayPal links on this channel, I have to set up the PayPal in a way. I have to explain it to everybody, but the PayPal I got set up just for the Angie and Chuck show. So that's what the PayPal link is at. That's why you don't see it on this channel here. So it won't happen anytime soon, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. Oh, by the way, I was watching another channel. They had a big dispute over that. I'll just talk a little bit on it. I'm not going to go verbatim, but I'm just going to give you some estimates. Not estimates, but basically the rundown. I guess there was a dispute with another YouTuber who was very critical against the e-begging channels that's on YouTube. Basically, the channel that demands money from its viewers, any way, shape, or form. Just say, show some love, demand, pay your taxes, whatever it's all this is all about. Then someone called him a hypocrite because now he's taking donations. But the problem was he doesn't really ask for the donations. He never really wants the donations. But I just watch him get 4 or 5 donations on his channel, which is good for him. But it just pissed off some of his viewers, just still calling him a hypocrite and all that stuff. He said he made it loud and clear. He goes, if you're going to donate to their channel, donate to the people that has good content, that has the PayPal links. If they have a PayPal or Super Chat going, it does not make them an e-bagger. Believe it or not, that does not make them an e-bagger. Don't matter how many people will dispute that. It does not make them an e-bagger. Now, an e-bagger would demand money as you, let's say if I say, okay, you're going to watch this video, you need to pay up or something like that if you want to watch this content or something like that. That's considered an e-bagger, an aggressive e-bagger in that. So it's not going to happen because I won't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it on this channel anyway. But it just because they have a PayPal link, and it does not mean they're an e-bagger. You just watch their content. Watch their content. And if you like and enjoy their content, let's say, okay, tip them off a few bucks on that channel. If they did, let's say if they have 1,000 subscribers and $4,000 watch time and are monetized, and they got the super chat, that's that $ you see on some of those channels. And if you like their content, if you like their live show, just go ahead and, tip them a few bucks, saying thanks for your entertainment. We always entertain by what you're saying, and glad you're getting your message out, whatever, and that. So that's basically comes down to, it's just his channel was basically he was called a hypocrite. He's been known, he was doing that for about a year and a half now, and it's just he got to a point he had to discuss it today on his channel and that. So, and we did talk about don't give to e-baggers. Now, e-baggers is basically people who demands money out of their viewers, demands money out of their viewers. And a non-e-bagger, if they have a links or not, they'll just say, like on our main channel, I've always said we had a policy. Donations are always welcome, but not necessary. And once in a while, we will get a super chat. If we go live, if we do live, we'll get a super chat. Once in a blue moon, we'll get a PayPal donation once in a while, just out of the blue. Basically, that's the way it should be run, and that's how it should operate. Basically, but if demand for the channels that demands money out of their viewers, it's not worth watching. It's not worth paying attention to. Always watch the content creators you enjoy. If they have a merch line, buy their merch. Basically, if you don't believe in their merch, if they still have a donation button, just tip them a few bucks anyway. Thank you for the entertainment. I don't really want your merch anyway. Here's a few bucks. I enjoy your entertainment anyway. Something like that. So it's just basically what it is. It is what it is. And I know one of my friends on YouTube also took a lot of heat because he was, that was like a couple years ago, he took a lot of heat from somebody. He was explaining how the donation button worked because someone on the side chat at the time asked how it works. And basically what it is if you go to a channel that is monetized and they do a live show on the desktop or mobile device, you will see how you chat, and you'll see a $, and a $sign is your super chat. That's where it shows your super chat, and that's where people comes in, puts their donations. The bigger donation, the longer the name stays up. It is public information, but there's no right to somebody from that side chat to go out and attack that person who donated money to that creator, unless that creator is a notorious, like I said earlier, an e-bagger. That so just because they have a super chat going and or a PayPal link or even a Patreon requires them to have a special content only exclusive to the people who donates in the Patreon section of it's like an exclusive video. I don't think I'd be smart enough to put up an exclusive video because I like to have my videos either public right away or something like that. But if I wanted, let's say on the Angie and Chuck show, someone wants to watch one of my videos, let's say before anybody else, before it goes up in the general public, that's probably where the Patreon will work there too. Give somebody a sneak peek just for as little as $1 a month, basically. That's how Patreon works. It just works as little as $1 to $2 a month. Lower tier, upper tier, you can give them something else, and a higher tier, something else. But it's like they keep the tiers pretty low. So if they have low tiers, they usually have low. Just have an idea. Just have low expectations on the content, on special content that they have on the Patreon accounts and that. So. All right, just off of that, like I said, earlier we had one of our videos. I just got an email from YouTube. I was just finishing uploading on the main channel. Got a copyright notice. It was a copyright claim, but it was not a copyright strike. It's just basically that they were willing to share the revenues for now, but I can change my mind. They can change their mind within the next few days, or I can change my mind in the next few days. And all it is just clip out. And basically, I just re-looked at the video. It's just dead space for about 2.5 minutes, listen to the music. I thought the music was kind of catchy. It was a holiday tune. I didn't think all holiday tunes, most holiday tunes are not copyrighted anyway, but this one was exclusive, and it was copyrighted. So, but it was not a copyright strike, which is good. Which is good to see in that. So that's excellent. So just if you're a creator, just be aware. If I did dispute it, if I decide to dispute it and call it 100% mine, then there's a chance that they'll counter with a copyright strike. So it's not worth the dispute it. Just agree with it. You're only splitting the revenues. If you're not making a whole lot, don't even dispute it. And if you do, just kind of go in. If you want to make it 100% yours, just do what YouTube recommends. Go out. Mute that part or add your own holiday music to it, basically. So I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people who likes to watch those type of videos and that, but sometimes as a creator, you have to make sense one way or another and that. So anything else going on? Not much outside of not much going outside. Our main channel is probably facing some content issues, probably coming up as early as the 2021 baseball season. If everybody has been talking or heard recently that the Major League Baseball is about ready to cut 42 teams from the minor league system. And of course, our Clinton Lumber Kings is one of those teams that's going to be facing a cut in the major leagues, basically from the minor league system. Now, it's just only a proposal. A proposal is just that they're proposing the idea. Right now, they're currently in winter meetings. Has not come up. Have not seen or heard anything. Has not come up as an agenda for this year. But they have to make a decision. I think I said over on the main channel, they have to make a decision within the next few months. Because time the 2020 baseball season rolls around, they're already making the 2021 baseball schedules for most minor league teams and major league teams. And in fact, major league teams, sometimes their schedules is booked almost 2 years in advance. Minor leagues is about 1.5 years in advance, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that one, but it's usually about a year, at least a year and a half in advance in a way. If they announce a new team, they'll have to try to squeeze in by readjusting the schedule. If it's a last minute new team added to the league, if it's last minute, unless it's planned within, let's say, a year in advance, then they'll just say, "Hey, this team is leaving this league for this league. We'll give them 1 year in advance, so this way they can work a proper schedule with the teams." It's not just baseball. Minor league hockey, minor league basketball, any minor league sports would be affected by this too. So, and that. Oh, by the way, I'm having a cold one tonight. God, can't keep this kid friendly. You know, that's all changing too. Yep, just nothing. Having a nice chat over a cold one. That's the way it is at most watering holes. Just that's why I like going to watering holes during the day, because it's a quiet chat. You're not like you're at the bar right now. You have to scream half a bar away to get their attention. And during the day, when it's slow, you can have a normal conversation, and then still down the hall, you're not screaming at the top of your lungs. And usually in a back bar, it's usually screaming at the top of the lungs when the person's sitting right next to you. You're screaming in their ear just to get them to hear you, because the music's so loud, and because I just can't take that noise. So no more. So I do hang out once in a while, just when the noise level is down. But if it's too loud, I won't stay there very long. And that. So, but yeah, it's nice to stay home to have a cold one here at home too once in a while. And that. So it's probably cheaper too, because that can probably cost me per can maybe less than $1. But if I went to my local watering hole, it's probably run me about 325, 350. It higher in bigger cities, so probably like Chicago or New York, it's probably like a $5 can, basically. And I did spend $5 on a beer like that in St. Louis last spring. We spent $5 on a can of beer. That was pretty expensive back then, but you gotta remember it's a big city, so and their fees and taxes are gonna go up in that. So that. Okay, everybody knows. I think everybody's knowing that YouTube is changing their terms of service on December 10th. They're talking about eliminating channels, but just remember this: YouTube can eliminate any channel for any reason. It's their discretion to do so, even if their channel is making money for YouTube or not. If they deem it not to fit their portfolio based on their content, then they can just say, poof, your channel is gone without no community strikes or warnings. Not even email to say why. You just basically just get terminated. Don't make any excuse to terminate your channel. Just be aware of that. And they always had that policy for years. Anytime you're a content creator or just a YouTube watcher, they always had that policy anyway. So just be aware. Some new changes. They'll just call and get rid of some non-commercially viable items. And they're basically what they're doing is the biggest change is if you're a YouTube creator, they're changing. I've already noticed it already on my channel when I edit videos. Is they got rid of the Studio Creator Classic, basically, and you only got limited access to it, because not everything's all on the current beta system yet. But once everything is all set to go, the Classic will be gone. And everybody should be on their new editing, studio editing, uploading, and how you do your live shows. And that everybody knows that I guess Google got rid of their Hangouts, so that's why you're going to see a lot of channels are doing StreamYards and all these other non-YouTube sites to do Hangouts, where they get a panel to get together, where they can send out a link and put a panel together and that. And I can't do it on theirs because this is just a regular live stream, basically. So I can't set out any panels at all. So, and that. So, yeah, it's just not much. Like I said, a lot of changes. Sometimes it's good, positive, and negatives. With this COPA and FTC thing coming along, just like I said in the previous live show, it's basically for a small channel, it's going to be all bark, no bite. They're just going to latch on to, like I said, on the main channel, that live show. They're going to talk to big channels that has the big bucks. And they say the fines is up to $42,530 per violation, per video violation. And it's not, and they're going to base it on and basing it on the YouTube's income. They're not going to put any YouTuber out of business. They're at risk of putting a YouTuber out of business because it's their livelihood. So some are seeing drastic changes. So if you're a YouTube creator, if you got 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, there could be a possibility because those targeted ads that YouTube got in trouble for the under the age of 13, those targeted ads will be increased to other channels. So that's what a targeted ad is. Basically, when you Google something online, you Google and research, and you go watch a YouTube video or two, and you're gonna run into ad that you just got done Googling through Google. Basically, that's how they track ads for you. That's how they place ads for you. Even as online, when you do searches online at non fully functional, where websites are not funded solely 100% by themselves, it's funded by through ads like Facebook. You get once in a while on Facebook, you get targeted ads on Facebook. I think Twitter is starting to see in something like that, just to keep those sites viable. So you're going to start seeing some ads on that. What about people who use Adblock? I've been hearing rumors again. This is only rumors that Adblock is going to start charging a fee just to make it viable, because you can't have nothing for free anymore. If it does charge, it's going to charge pretty higher up. So if you want to watch YouTube videos and you want to make sure part of your creator is getting paid, like your favorite creator is getting paid, they said use YouTube Premium. This way you got no ads, and a percentage of that money that you paid for not watching ads, part of it goes to your creators. I don't get a whole. I'm going to speak by experience. On my channel, on the Angel Chuck Show channel, we're only averaging around every 28 days. We're averaging around 42, 43 cents for every 28 days. So I don't know what is the actual. It's not a whole lot. Okay, it's just some of the people who watches our videos has signed on to YouTube Premium, and we get a small cut based on how much they watch our videos and how many videos they watch. But basically, everybody else, they watch multiple videos, multiple channels, and all that stuff. So the money that they put in per month, that gets split. I think it's split. It's like 50-50. I'm not for sure how that goes. But the AdSense, I told them, don't, if you're YouTube, if you plan to get rich on YouTube, don't depend on AdSense. Don't depend on that because some days you're going to get a lot, some days you're going to get more. There's days I got a lot of views, but very little AdSense revenue. And the other day, I just got very few views, but I had an amazing AdSense day that day for some reason. It's just, that's how it works. It's just it's uneven, unbalanced. So it's not all about the views. Views is fine. You like the views. You like the views. You like the comments. You like the thumbs up, thumbs down. You like to get all the interactions of interacting with the audience, or the audience interacting with you. Either if they're not chatting on the side chat, they're just giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That's interaction. Just that on a monetized channel, just the revenues are going to be awkward. And we're just going to be wrapping up the month of December here shortly in a few weeks. And I guess the highest revenues, it's going to be wrapping up. As we go into January, the revenues will fall a little bit. As we get closer to the Super Bowl, then the ad revenues will pick back up again just prior to the Super Bowl, depending on who's doing what for the Super Bowl, for the live shows. So I don't know on that end or not. So, but yeah, I can speak by experience. I can have a lot of views on one video, but my AdSense revenues is down here. If my views are low, all of a sudden my ad revenues is up. It's just there's really little to no. If it's somewhere in the middle, it only lasts like about a day or so. But it's like if the view counts is high, revenues are low. Like I said, if the view counts are low, revenues are up. It's just the way it is. It is. But don't depend on AdSense. If it's going to depend on AdSense and mainly on a lot of views. Someone did point out on one of other channels' videos. They pointed out that one channel had about 4 or 5 million views, well, only made $500 because it was not the content that was not considered. Uh, it was not the content that the ads was really rolling on those videos. But when someone else made a content and they talk about, let's say, a makeup, how to apply makeup, and it's a big makeup company, they would put ads on there, like, I don't know, they'll want ads on that. Basically, if it's a good review, they want ads. They want their ads on that video as much as possible. So they're gonna, and they have like maybe 2 million views, but they're making tens of thousands of dollars. So it's, but then that's considered consensual ads. Consensual ads is basically a type of videos you watch on YouTube. If you watch a bunch of trucking videos, for example, trucking videos, and you decide to watch somebody else, you're going to get a trucking ad. That's considered ad. But when you go to Google searches and do Google searches, that's considered targeted ads, because then you're doing a search through Google, and time you go back to watch YouTube a video, then you get that targeted ad that you just got done searching for. Some people did verify that on me. Did verify that for me, actually. They told me flat out that that's what they did, and that's how they got their ads when they watch a video, not just any channel that they watch. I told them that's because what you did was you Googled something for, let's say, 15, 20 minutes. You did your research. You're planning to buy something because it wasn't available at the local stores, and you do your Google search. You want to order it online because you're using Google to do your searching. And basically, when you go watch a YouTube video, all of a sudden now you're getting those ads that you just Googled. That's what targeted ads are. And I would not doubt if YouTube gets in trouble for that again. I wouldn't doubt it, because it is way advertisers pays the most is the targeted ads, basically. And that's how the creators makes the most of their money. So it's not just skippable ads and all that stuff. I was led to believe that anytime you get a skippable ad, you get more, because you reacted to it. You get more money based on how you reacted to the video by clicking off or skip ad, or just as if it's a base ad, let's say a bar ad right here. There's an X spot right in here, and all of a sudden you click on that, you react to it. Then the creator gets paid more. Basically. So if you watch the entire ad, they don't get paid as much. That's what we was told in the old days. Now we're just learning how targeted ads work and how you get paid more on targeted ads. So it's based on targeted ads. And that, so like I said, not much going on tonight. Only thing we could be, like I said earlier in this, we could lose baseball here in town. That's going to be an issue later. They're going to get government involved, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I don't know. When you got to deal with government, always expect the bad things happen. So basically, that's it on that side. Doesn't matter what political party affiliation you are, just that when you want something passed by government, I always expect the bad things happen. I'll tell you a little funny story here. It happened here in town. We used to have, well, right now there's currently a cab company running right now. I think there's 2 cab companies running right now. They're regulated. I remember the day there was 3 cab companies, and there was no regulations here in town. No cab regulations at all. You had one. So let's go cab company A, B, and C. A has been here the longest, and they run their cabs, let's say, from 6 in the morning till 12 midnight. That's it. That's their hours. Then company B comes along. They decided, well, we're going to get a newer vehicle. We're going to offer a newer vehicle, and we're going to run our service 24/7. It's available 24/7, regardless. And another one comes up saying, we're going to do the same thing with a newer vehicle, comfortable seats and all that, and we'll still run 24/7. And bonus yet, we can offer them a little out-of-town service because they got licensed in another state where they can run into another state if they need to, and that which they can do if they're licensed in both states. Basically, that's what that cab company offers. So they can go get a fare, let's say across the river over in Illinois, and come back in Iowa and drop them off. Just some states do that. But let's say company A let's make this story short. Company A don't like how company B and C operates. So basically what they do is company A, who has rundown vehicles, about ready to be out of service, they go complain to City Hall about company how he's not getting his fair share of customers. Well, remember, company A only runs limited hours, 6 a.m. to midnight. He's running crappy he's running crappy equipment. And he's never on time or loyal to his customers. It's about him and what he thought is right for business. So basically, that's why a lot of people don't like to hire cab company A. So he goes complains to City Hall. So the City Hall looks into it. City Hall looks into it, and guess what happens? All cab companies went out of business, including cab company A that also put cab company A out of business because the cab company was not regulated. They looked at all the regulations. You have to have X amount insurance. You got to have a sign. You got to have ability. You got to have your cab's got to be DOT approved. None of the cabs before the regulation came in was not had DOT approved. They basically ran it without DOT stickers, and they ran basically a what they call sector pricing, and they want fair pricing, fares the clicker, the fare clickers, and that some does have the fare clickers, some will still do the by the sector, whatever part of town, how many miles they per trip they charge per mile per trip or something like that. So much per mile. Basically, that's what they charge usually. I don't know. They don't. I have not used a cab in a long time myself. When I have to use it, I gotta pay, pay dearly, basically. Last time I used a cab service that paid over $50, it was in Kansas City, from Union Station to the airport, and vice versa, and that. So that was a long time ago. Okay, Christmas season is coming to an end here real quick. It's hard to believe Christmas is just around the corner. Some crazy shopping. We just stayed home. Didn't do any Black Friday stuff. We did a little cyber shopping Monday, basically, and that was it. We kept our shopping list small. Just can't think of what to get to a lot of people, and that. So we just kept our shopping to a minimum and kept it small and just bought stuff, and sometimes bought stuff for ourselves. We saw something we liked. It was on sale, so we just treated ourselves once in a while, which is not good. But you should be treating other people too. So, but then, like I said, budget it comes down to budget and that. So people do overspend on everything. So, and sometimes they'll find that when they get their credit card bill in January, they're going to say, "Holy crap! I didn't realize they spent that much." But yeah, it does happen. People do overspend on the holidays, and sometimes half the people will return the gifts already and buying something else instead and that. So, but yeah, I didn't. I mean, they're fighting over, like I said, fighting over cheap TVs. Come on, cheap TVs. They're like, come back the next day and that. But they want that Black Friday specials. They want that big fight. So it makes good YouTube videos, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to change too, one way or another. Summertime coming around the corner. Hopefully, summertime will be coming. We got something big planned for. We got something big for the main channel. I just got to work up a budget and some other stuff, and we just got to set some dates and times that we're going to be planning to do. I'm thinking we're doing a Cedar Fair tour this summer, but I still got to look at the budget situations, hotel, campgrounds, everything that we wanted to do. I think the parks we're planning to go is Kings Island. We'll start at Kings Island, then head over to Carowinds, then head up towards. We're making it like a circle, almost like a circle trip, an awkward circle, basically. So we'll leave here in town. We'll head to Kings Island, then head east to Carowinds. And after maybe a day and a half at Carowinds, we'll go up to for a day and a half up at King's Dominion in Virginia. then head into Pennsylvania to Dorney Park. Then we'll finish. Then I think after Dorney Park, we'll go to a non-Cedar Fair park. I'm thinking Knoebels in Ellensburg, Pennsylvania. It's out there in the middle of nowhere. It's a amusement park out in the middle of nowhere. It's a very historic park. It's free parking, free admission, pay what you want. So basically, you just go and get your 2, 3 rides that you want to get off your bucket list. Then we'll go off to Cedar Point to our 2 full days at Cedar Point. That's where we're going to end up at Cedar Point. Then head home. If we have time to stop someplace else along the way, we probably will. But won't be an amusement park. Probably stop, meet up with somebody on the way home, maybe for a quick dinner meetup or something like that to see what happens on that. But like I said, I gotta come up with car rental. I gotta come up with car rental budget. We gotta get a platinum pass for Cedar Fair Platinum Pass that gives us passes to all the Cedar Fair parks in that general area that I just mentioned. That's basically one price admission, and it's time you get done with the third admission with one of the parks, the platinum pass is paid for itself. So basically, after 3 admissions, that platinum pass has paid for itself. So the time we get to Cedar Point, Cedar Point and Cedar Point, Dorney Park, and the full day, not a half a day, but a full day, maybe a full day and a half of 2 separate admissions at King's Dominion, because after the 3 at the Kings Island and the visit and 2 visits at Carowinds for a day and a half at Carowinds, the pass is paid for itself, basically. So we get the rest of the parks for free, and we decide to go back out later in the summer for another Cedar Fair park. If we have the budget to do it, we'll head out real quick, make a quick getaway someplace. Let's say like Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. That'd be great too. So yeah, but that's just in the plannings. I have not got a budget yet, and it's going to be once I get that budget and going, and I think if we can meet that budget, and I'm going to exceed that budget. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to overprice everything to make sure we have the money when we actually start booking and start, because you still got to figure out food, not food at the parks, because at the Cedar Fair parks, I can get the meal plan. The drinks, I can get a plan for the drinks, and the plan, of course, the ticket admission. And if I can prepay my parking for most of those parks, I'll prepay my parking, so I don't have to worry about running a little short on money on parking fees, because all my parking will be prepaid through those parks. Basically, I've done that before with our Cedar Point trip. It worked very wonderful. It worked very good. I mean, we was in on a tight budget. We went into Cedar Point on a tight budget. We had enough to cover our campground, car rental, fuel, outside food from the outside parks to and from, and all we had to worry about is any in-park expenses was probably less than $125, if I remember correctly, maybe 150 tops. And that was our out-of-pocket expenses for 2 days. That was just souvenirs and some games. That's it, basically. And that was it. And it was just out-of-pocket expenses was just so low because our food was paid for already. Our drinks was out-of-pocket expenses for drinks. That was included at probably $150 was like free drinks, free refills on sodas on day 1, and I think it was like $1 refill for the rest of the season. So that's where that $150 will come in that one budget that helped pay for that drinks, basically $1 refills, while everybody else is paying like $4 or $5 per cup and that. So yeah, it didn't happen, and it was a better deal that way too for us, and that because the day 1 is like free refills. All we had to do is fill it up. All we do is fill up 3 times. They already paid that cup. Already paid for itself. Basically, that's what we did. Technically, when I got it online, it was had to fill up twice, and it was already paid for itself. So the rest of it was all free. So it was pretty good. So it was a better deal. And the next day it was just $1 refills, while everybody else was paying $4 or $5 per cup. I was getting $1 refills. Angie and I both was getting $1 refills. And that while everybody else was paying $15, $16 for their food, we ate 4 4 times. 2 of them was considered on our dime. The other 2 was on their dime. Which that worked out pretty good. So that was a better deal that way. That explains why I got a big belly on that. And still trying to work it off. That was back in 2016. So, but the dining plan we're going to get for the Cedar Fair parks, you're only allowed to have two meals a day per park, two per visit. So you got to spread it out a little bit more. And I think you're going to be spending more out of pocket that way for snacks and that. So if I can just get one item that Angie and I can split, no problem. I got no problem with it. Just get one more meal in the middle and we split it, basically. And then sometimes we can split too. So that works out good. And that. Internet, everybody knows we've been having problems with the internet over the summer. And internet is right now is basically running okay, except the TV and over there. We have to reboot that somehow. Probably have to unplug the thing and reboot it. But otherwise, the internet over here was pretty good. And we had an issue with the computer. The desktop computer, and all we did was I was able to back up some files and did a simple reset, not a factory reset. It was just a simple reset, and I had to re-download after my personal files was able to keep, but I had to re-download my Steam, my Planet Coaster, re-download City Skylines. I had to re-download my video editors and all that stuff, and Sims 4 and the Origin game site. I had to re-download that, and it's not much. It's just some simple re-downloads and that. So it works out pretty good. So and that. So yeah, and it's just part of what you want to do online. If the computer goes wrong, and the reason I had to reset the computer is I had no Wi-Fi connection from the desktop. I had a Wi-Fi connection from the desktop to the router. And the router is over there. Let me tilt the camera that way. The router is right over there, the far end. So if I point it right, see right here. That's where the router is at. It's in that open case door where you can barely see some lights in there. That's where the router's at. That's my Wi-Fi router. And this desktop right here has a Wi-Fi connection in there. So bingo. And that decided to quit on me altogether. So that wasn't good. So that's why we had to do a reset. Just allow that to take place in that. So, and it's working good since I did that. We did that over a week or so ago, and it's working fine just then. So that was pretty good. And that. So, all right, I got 10:25. I'm thinking about just going to sign off here, and don't know when next time I'll be back on. Hopefully, I'll be back on sometime later in the week. You run out of topics real fast, but yeah, I'm not gonna review everything I said. It just makes it too long, and that. So I think we're just going to go ahead and sign out. We'll see you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Unless you're a child content creator, you're screwed because you won't be able to hit the notification bell on child content. Keep it adults. Yeah, keep it adult level at all times if we can. Well, at least above the age of 13. Come on. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later if we come up later. I don't know. Not later tonight. Maybe later in the week. All right. So we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Basically, hey, I didn't do that right. Here. Yeah. There we go. There. I just got to know how to do it right. Okay. All right. It's official. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.